What if I told you that one of the greatest love stories in anime started from this?
なんで私に人に世界に優しくするのよ。優しくできるならなんで私のお父さんを殺したの。
To this?
これ早く取れ。
あ、はい。ありがとう。
どういたしまして。
A love story that was born not from friendship, not from admiration, nor from physical attraction. It's a slow burn that people have witnessed for 21 long volumes, proving that hatred doesn't just breed more violence, but can give birth to something entirely new. Except the author apparently looked all of that and said, yeah, fuck it, screw you guys, screw 21 volumes of meticulous character development, we're just gonna settle for the girl with the big McTits. Like, what the fuck? For those who don't know, The Devil is a Part-Timer is an anime that came out all the way back in spring 2013. An absolute juggernaut of a season which introduced the world to massive hits like Attack on Titan, A Certain Scientific Railgun, and Date A Live. And in a season that stacked, you couldn't just be good. You had to be completely different from the rest. In the mythical world of Ente Isla, the demon lord Satan, or Mao, waged war against humanity. Despite initial success, his forces were eventually beaten back by the church and their legendary hero. With all of Mao's allies defeated, he, along with his last remaining general, escaped through a portal that led straight to modern-day Japan. Well, with neither money nor magic to return home, they decide the only way to survive is to adapt. By learning the language, forging legal documents, and ultimately landing a part-time job at, McDonald's, with their brand new goal in life: conquering humanity. One minimum wage paycheck at a time. It was new. It was fresh. During the peak of harem and shonen-style battle fantasies, it was just the right fusion of chaos and mundanity that the audience needed every week. But in my opinion, the comedy is just a small part of it. What truly sets this show apart from the rest, even to this day, is how they introduced the secondary protagonist and potential love interest, the hero Emilia. Initially, Emilia is framed as a character you want to root against. She constantly gets in the way of Mao's day-to-day life, she stalks him all across Tokyo, and she simply refuses to listen to reason. But when you actually look at what Mao did back in Ente Isla, I'd say her attitude is completely justified. Before the war, Emilia wasn't some legendary hero or a renowned fighter. She was just a sweet farm girl who worked the fields with her beloved father. Sadly, her entire life was violently uprooted when Mao's demon army advanced on human society. When she was taken in by the church to train her as the next hero, she was separated from her family, only to find out later that her father had been killed in a village raid. You can only imagine the pain that she felt that day. So, when she finally got the chance to face the demon lord in their decisive battle, she did not hesitate to use any means necessary to take him down, even if it meant a cheap shot. So when she saw the monster who took everything from her escaping through a portal, her first instinct was to chase him down. Which is exactly why she currently works at a call center eating TV dinners. You guys can see the appeal now, right? Because the typical anime setup usually gives us either of two options. Either the girl is already into the protagonist from day one, or she's playing hard to get like a classic tsundere. But here, it's pure unadulterated animosity. Emilia isn't just acting cold just because she wants to, but because she's a victim of Mao's absolute apathy toward human life. So seeing their interactions in the earlier episodes felt so engaging. But as time went on, you can clearly see how Mao is gradually learning to understand humans, and even starting to act like one. Meanwhile, Emilia is in total denial. She's witnessing his progress, and that scares her. It scares her that maybe Mao isn't the complete monster she painted him out to be. So little by little, as much as they hate to admit it, but they're slowly growing to respect each other, and to some degree, trust each other. What I don't understand, however, is that despite this massive emphasis on their growing relationship, to the point where it literally became a running gag that they're just a bickering married couple, why the fuck did the author write all of that and then, at the very last second, let a completely different girl win? It makes absolutely zero sense. Because think about it. Even in the long-awaited second season of the anime, the story doubles down on their connection. They literally introduce a magical baby that ties both of them together, forcing Mao and Emilia to essentially act as mama and papa for this kid. And spoilers, to go even further than that, we find out later in the light novels that Emilia's dad isn't even dead. Emilia starts questioning her entire identity as a hero, re-evaluating her hatred for the Demon Lord, and genuinely contemplating her growing romantic feelings for the guy. Thinking, what is he to her now? How is she supposed to approach Mao moving forward? These were practically signs for the endgame at that point. But no, someone probably fucking neuralized the author and mistook one girl for the other. I just can't, man. I just can't. As much as I really like Sasaki Chiho, there is no fucking way that a way less developed character deserves an ending. Because for the longest of time, throughout the entire 21 volumes, she's just a side piece. She's treated as a joke. Every time that there's a scene between her and Mao, it gets treated like, oh, never mind, haha, yeah, so desu ne, haha, to suddenly rip out all of the fucking progress made throughout the novels and the anime. They just decided, oh, well, I'm just gonna choose the high schooler with the big tits and wait for her to graduate and we can get married. Like, what the fuck? That does not make sense. Jesus Christ, sorry. I went off script there. Oh my god. But you guys do get the point, right? For such an amazing concept, for a huge build-up, spanning 21 long volumes, only to be fumbled right at the very end. In conclusion, Emilia should have won, and anybody that says so otherwise is dead to me. I'm kidding. No, not really. It's just my opinion. Fuck it. I still haven't moved on from it, so that's one huge rant. Anyway, see y'all.